The dating pool is so messed up and so crazy right now. Even legitimate chads are struggling in what should be, you would think, easy dating markets in countries like Brazil and whatnot. I'm talking, guys, I will put a photo on the screen now. This is not my buddy, but I met this guy. I'm putting on the screen right now. I'm just going to look for another Brazilian fitness influencer that looks like this guy. I think he personally, he kind of looks like The Deep. We'll put a picture of The Deep from the movie The Boys. So my friend is not The Deep. My friend is not XYZ Chad, Brazilian fitness influencer that I'm putting on the screen right now because my guy wants to protect his identity, but he looks a lot like these guys. He looks just like one of these guys, and this guy struggle. He's actually Portuguese, not Brazilian. He's Portuguese, so he speaks fluent Portuguese. Oh, what a surprise. Different dialect than they speak in Brazil. You know, Brazilians speak Portuguese. They don't speak Spanish. Okay, hope you knew that. So he speaks the language fluently. He's a Giga monster Chad. He's also a fitness influencer. He has, I think, 686,000 followers, blue check. I believe he's legacy verified, which is like the real blue check, not the one you pay for. He has all the social proof in the world. He has all the looks in the world. This guy personally told me he has around 500K of total assets. So he's doing very well, crypto, real estate and stuff. So he's not like this, monster, Elon Musk financial mogul, but he's got 500K. He's just sitting on 500K, 30, 31 years old, probably looks like he's like, 20. Like if he told me he was 25, 26, I would believe him. The guy you think would be at the top of the heat. And here's the issue, right? I've talked about this before, so I'll make it pretty brief. If you're new here, this will be new. If you heard this before, I'll make it quick. Country City matters more than country. I almost said that wrong. The city you're in matters more than the country. And for example, right, London and New York City are very similar to each other, yet they are two different countries. Rural Vermont, I don't know, what's a city? Vermontisburg, whatever random city is in rural Vermont, is not similar to New York City at all, even though they're the same country. The same thing that goes for dating. If you choose the wrong place to date in Brazil, for instance, you're going to go leave all your friends behind, learn a whole new foreign language, whatever, visa issues, have all these headaches just to go to a place that dating isn't even any better. Guys also make the mistake with Medellin. They'll go from like, South Dakota to Medellin. Oh, Medellin's great. I don't know why Redbeard, which is me, I'm Casey Redbeard. I don't know why Redbeard, bashes Medellin so much. You're comparing Medellin to like, rural South Dakota. So this guy specifically went to Florianopolis, Brazil, which is a city I do not recommend. I have my business partner, Reggie. Shout out to Reggie. He is if Reggie allows himself, we'll put a picture on Reggie. If you see a picture of Reggie on the screen, he allowed it. If you're not seeing any of the editing, if there's no picture of Reggie, he didn't want to be publicly shown here. But Reggie, my business partner, is a good-looking, light-skinned black guy, 29 years old from the States, and he's doing well in Floripa. Florianopolis is Floripa, same thing. He sent me a video of a girl kissing on him. Really, really pretty girl. I saw the face. The face was great, and he said the body was even better. He said the ass was huge. I wish he showed pictures of the ass, but I only saw the face, and she was very high-quality girl. I think light-skinned, handsome Black Americans can do well. I think it's because maybe there's some, pocket. I don't know, or Reggie just doing, well for God knows what. But white guys have all told me that Floripa was terrible. And this guy is Portuguese. He looks Brazilian. He thinks that's the reason why he didn't do well. He's like, well, I look just like the locals. I don't have, this exotic foreign advantage thing, which ironically, in most places, like the top level Thai girls, the top level Filipina girls generally want like another Asian guy. Like there's nuance to this. I don't know if I have a huge tangent. Yes, foreigners, tall, white, blue-eyed foreigners, blondes do extremely well in the Philippines, but that tends to be like the poor girls from the villages and stuff. Like the rich Thai, the elite tend to want like another Thai. Anyway, like generally girls want, even if on the surface it looks like they want this exotic foreigner, they generally want a top level guy of the same ethnicity and same country he's in. But I digress. It's all about the market, really. And look, in other places in Brazil, I'm sure that most of them actually probably would prefer a white guy because we look so genetically different. And that's what it comes down to. Two things, the location matters so much, even if you're a top level Chad. Another thing I just want to kind of point out that just the ridiculousness of where we're going in the world with women's standards and the difficulty of dating markets. The problem is the main reason, well, some of you guys are just losers. You're overweight. Look, I feel for you. I'm empathetic, dog, but if you're overweight, if you're fat as a man in 2025, there's zero excuse to be overweight. There's zero excuse to not have at least, I don't know, arms that are like this size, which are not impressive big arms. But if you can't get arms at least like this, which again, I'm not saying this is like an impressively sized bicep by any means, but if you can at least get to that, and look, I take my shirt off and girls are like, oh wow, that like between us guys, like we know I don't have a big buff, impressive physique, but I take my shirt off, girls that are in my frame, they're like, oh, you're so, I like your muscles, but they like them, they like them. But back to the point, a lot of you guys aren't stepping up, but for the guys that have like stepped up, like at least somewhat stepped up. Again, you're not a fat piece of shit. You've taken some good photos to social media. You have a decent strategy. You have a little bit of extra cash. You don't have to be rich, but you got a little bit of cash. The main thing that's killing results is pay for play. Because of social media now, and just changing attitudes, more cultural acceptance towards pay for play. We'll have a link in the description. Maybe we can put like in the B roll, we can put like just, a clip of this. We won't do the audio, but we'll just like, kind of show it on the screen right now. I did an interview with a Brazilian girl where she revealed the startling truth that in her eyes, in her opinion, about 80 to 90% of the beautiful girls in Sao Paulo, Brazil are doing some form of sex work, some form of pay for play. And we're only talking about the beautiful girls, not 80 to 90% of women in Sao Paulo, not 80, 90% of women in all of Brazil, because it varies by city a lot. But she said it. A Brazilian girl said, not my words, okay? So if you're mad at me, be mad at her, okay? But she didn't want to hide her face. She was totally comfortable making the video because everybody knows this to be true. So my buddy, fuck, I almost said his name, my Portuguese influencer buddy who went there, whose identity will remain anonymous, to Floripa said, like, also another thing too, this guy isn't struggling with like sixes, okay? The difficulty to go out there and get a six versus what it takes to get a true 8 or 9 is the same level of difficulty would be between going out with a spear and trying to kill a house cat or kill a Siberian tiger. I would not be impressed if like some rural tribe said, yeah, in order to be considered a man in our tribe, by our culture, is you have to go out with a spear and kill a house cat. I'd be like, okay, so everybody's considered a man in your culture. But if they said you had to go out and kill a bear, go out and kill a Siberian tiger with just a spear, like imagine you in the snow, just you and this fierce tiger is fucking strong as fuck, fast as fuck, vicious and mean killer. He kills and eats living things alive for a living. And you're gonna go fight him with just a spear? I'd be impressed. The level of difficulty it takes to get these top level girls. So I say like, I've struggled in a dating market. I found it very flaky. I didn't do that well. Or my Portuguese Chad influencer, Greek god physique looking guy. And his face was really good looking too. And his confident. And this guy's fucking like on. Like I seen him day game in this city that we're in. This guy had like a 10-minute like set. He's like, oh, we're about to get dinner. He's like, hey, let me approach this girl before we get dinner. He talked to her for so long. I was about to get dinner with her. I was about to say, hey, bro, like, if you want a game, go game. I'm gonna get dinner by myself. I thought we were getting dinner. But after about 7, 8, 9 minutes, he ended it, and then we got dinner together, right? He's like, I don't want to be rude to you, but, so he ended it, early. But he could have instigated that girl. So he's got game too. But the reason why we may struggle is because we're getting, 8s, and we're going after, 7.5s, 8s, and 8.5s. The level of difficulty that it takes from, like, say, like, a 4 to a 6, like going up 2 points, a 4 to a 6, there's a pretty big difference. It is way, way harder to get a 6 than it is to a 4, but it's not that great of a difference. From a 6 to an 8 is night and day. There's something about there's like a disproportionate level of difficulty that it takes from trying to date a 6 to a 7.5 or heaven forbid an 8. I think actually once you get to an 8 to get to a 10 or a 9, it's actually not that big of a difference. Because at that point, you're so universally beautiful. You're so universally like considered a goddess. Like once you reach an 8 as a woman, like a hard universal 8, if you're just like not irritating and you're feminine and submissive and you got, a little bit of charm and personality and you're not like that's the key. And you're just like not irritating. You're actually fun to be around. You actually add value to the guy's life. At that point, you can get any guy you want. No guy's going to be like, well, I met this 8.5 that's super submissive and charming and we have great conversations and she fucks really good and she adds value to my life. But I want to see if I can get a 9. Like at that point, like who even cares? It's funny. I think there's like almost no difference in difficulty from an 8.5 to a legitimate 10. The 10s may be a little bit harder, but going from a 6.5 to a 7.5 is like disproportionate because at that point you get to the point where you enter like celebrity and professional athlete, influencer land. And back to what I was saying, it's all pay for play too. The reason why Portuguese influencer guy, fitness model, doesn't get rich, Chad, good personality, can't get the girls he wants in Florianopolis, and I'm sure Sao Paulo and Rio would be very similar results for him, probably even worse, is because all these 8s and 8.5s that he can probably get a response from them on Instagram. He can certainly match them on the dating app if they are on dating apps. All these beautiful girls, quality girls, don't even get on dating apps. So you should guys be using Instagram and getting a free guide for how to meet women on Instagram in the description of this video. Shouldn't be using dating apps. He can probably match them, though, if they are on the dating apps in the first place, which they maybe not be, or on Instagram. Getting them on a date, different thing. Because look, dude, this guy isn't paying their bills. Like big pecs and chiseled abs and a square jawline, they don't pay the bills at the end of the day. And it's just become so socially acceptable. And what social media, you want to know what social media, I'm going to put you guys in game. I just want to know what social media actually is for women. It is a contest to impress and stunt and seek the validation and jealousy, the envy of other women, because women don't need validation from men. They're pumped full of. Women are sick. Maybe they want the validation of like a celebrity or something, but for like 99% of guys, women are sick. They have all all they want to do is now stunt on women because they have all the guys validation. I'm talking about pretty girls, right? So for pretty girls on Instagram, they have all the guy validation. All they want to do is stunt on the other women and show off the Dubai trip, the red bottom high heel shoes that cost like $1,500, $2,000 pair of shoes, the designer, the Gucci bag, the Louis Vuitton purse, the this, the that, the vacations, the plastic surgeries, the nose jobs, the tits, the BBLs they got. I think I already mentioned this, but the vacations, the private jets, all they want to do is stunt on other women and show off. This is what my pussy bought me. My pussy bought me a private jet to Dubai, all paid for, stayed at some rich guy's penthouse, and did yachts and jet skis with him for the weekend and then went back home. Then I went to this famous rooftop restaurant in our city. Then I was with this guy doing this thing, and I got, all these designer clothes and all these vacations. That's what my pussy bought me. And oh, your pussy bought you a Toyota Corolla, a 2017 used Toyota Corolla. Oh, well, good for your little pussy. But my pussy bought me the fucking Mercedes. I don't know what's a nice car. I don't give a shit about cars. Bought me the Lamborghinis. Like some of these girls, bro, you guys don't get it. You guys don't get how much money is out there. Did you know there's more helipads and helicopters in the city of Sao Paulo than there is in any other city in the world? Do you know how many guys are the descendants of people who control the energy industry, or they own like 25% of like a prominent hospital? Like, bro, you think you're little like, I have a good sales funnel and we're scaling on Facebook ads and we're spending, $2,000 a day on Facebook ads with a 5-to-1 ROI. That ain't hospital money, bro. That doesn't mean you own 25% of a fucking hospital. These guys poop on your face, bro. They shit on you. They are actually buying girls Bugattis, not Bugatti. Bugatti is a $5 million car. What color is your Bugatti? They're not buying them Bugattis, but they are buying them cars and stuff. So where am I going with this? If fitness Chad, Portuguese influencer guy struggles to get a submissive, feminine, beautiful 8 in a city where he speaks that language natively, he looks like one of the local guys, which is actually an advantage in most cases. And me, Redbeard, with my amazing social media here, we've put this in a lot of videos. We'll show it again. We'll show my social media right here. And some of my best photos. We'll just scroll through them randomly and anywhere, doesn't matter. What chance do you have? Forget me. Forget I even said me. Just pretend you're not even. I'm ugly. My eyes are too close together. I secretly only smash prostitutes and sugar babies because I'm ugly, and no girl could ever like a guy who has his eyes apparently are too close together like me. Right? I'm weird. Apparently, I talk funny. I have no charisma. Apparently, focus on Chad influencer guy. If he's not getting what he wants, what chance do you have? The chance you have is this. You don't want to deter from other areas of your life too much. You don't want to stop making money. You don't want to stop going to the gym. You don't want to start chasing and simping on women, but you must make dating and the pursuit of a high quality girlfriend at the absolute forefront of your priorities list. This means that if certain concessions and sacrifices, financial or time wise, have to be made in the pursuit of women, that's fine. When I was actually getting dinner with this influencer, I was like, dude, I can probably improve your funnel. Like I made, 20K in sales last week, which is true. Actually, last 2 weeks, it was 20K. I did 20K in sales in the last 2 weeks and I have a very, very small audience. With your audience, oh my God, you're probably doing so much more. And I'm like, oh, I do this thing where I do, a service-based lead magnet to uh, a VSL they have to watch with a code word to get on a call with me, and then we upsell them, and this is my funnel. I have an 80% show up rate, 80% close, da, da, da. He's like writing, it says, dude, it's great information. It's so great. Da, da. 80% show up, 80% close, average sale, 2K. Wow, how are you doing this? How are you doing this? And I can't wait to do this. He writes it down. He goes, but you know what? I have enough money saved up, bro. I have 500K, and somebody told me he had 500K in assets. I got 500K in assets between crypto, real estate. My investments just generate me 10, 11K passively. Plus, I still do work somewhat, so I have income. I haven't like stopped work. I haven't like retired, but I work. I still have my high ticket fitness online clients. I'm not gonna change my funnel. Like the stuff you told me is gold. Thank you, but dating is my concern. And we switched the conversation off of finances based like, dude, okay, how can I set up multiple Instagram accounts? How can I hire an online dating virtual assistant? I gave him one of my courses for free because he's helping me out recover my Instagram account, which is kind of a funny story. I'll tell that story later on. But yeah, he's like, look, dude, I just want to know, like, okay, because my course has all the training videos. So he's already using it. He actually found my content. Funny enough, he found my content before he met me in person. He just recognized me walking down the street. Like I'm getting to the point where I'm like that famous now, where like I get recognized, go to a city and I can get recognized, 4 or 5 times over the course of like, a week or 2 week period. He's kind of he's like, hey, he saw me at the most. Hey, dude, I saw your YouTube videos. They helped me. He showed me like his downloads folder on YouTube. He had like download and binge watched all my videos. But the point is that the way the conversation turned to like strategy and stuff, because my course has like all the SOPs, all the training videos, how to hire an online dating virtual assistant. He actually took his videographer that was only doing video work, turned him into an online dating virtual assistant based on the stuff that I gave him, even the free stuff. And now he has also like the paid course I gave him for free. It has like the better modules. By the way, shameless plug, I can run this as a service for you. Contact information will be in the description of the video if you want to reach out to me and get an online dating virtual assistant only for rich people. If you're broke, don't contact me. Probably you guys need photos first. If you guys like, oh, I want the virtual assistant, bro, your photos suck. Like we can contact 20 girls a day on Instagram every day for a month to 600 girls. If your photos and content suck, you're not going to get any matches. So this guy gets it. This guy got the fact that like, hey, doesn't mean he's going to stop working. Doesn't mean he's going to stop going to the gym. Doesn't mean he's going to simp on girls or chase women. But it just means like, look, within certain bounds, and again, he's not gonna let his, life be like, a black hole of pussy and chasing women all day. That's not what I'm recommending. I'm not recommending like this black hole of like chasing women all day. I'm just saying like it's gotta be at if the Giga Chad has to understands that he has to get virtual assistants, he has to run multiple Instagram accounts, he has to geomax and explore easier, better dating markets. Even he couldn't cut it. I hate that word. You couldn't cut it there. Even he couldn't get good results or cut it, as you guys like to say, in a competitive whack city for dating like Florianopolis. And again, it's not that he can't cut it per se. It's just that all these girls would prefer to just be with sugar daddies and get their rent paid rather than fuck him for free. Now, if he had a gun to his head, if he had to stay there, could he eventually meet a quality girl? I'm sure he could. But you're just, you're in a culture where, and again, this is not all of Brazil. Not all of Brazil has a large pay for play culture. It's very city by city basis. You can go up to, I'm not going to reveal the names of the cities because I don't want you guys to go there and blow them up if you haven't paid me anything. This is a business. I must eventually get paid. Like I give a lot of value for free, guys. I entertain a lot. I do give a lot of value for free. Eventually got to pay. But there are cities where you can take like a former beauty pageant winner out for a goddamn cheeseburger and she'll take you home and do cardio with you all night long. I love Brazilian women. They're not easy. They're not a bunch of sluts. They're intelligent, whatever, whatever. But yeah, like some cities, it's a big pay for play problem, and some cities it's not. So you got to work on your strategy. And again, this guy's very picky. He wants like a top level girl. If you guys are happy with just like a 6.5, you don't have to take this very seriously. But some of my audience is very ambitious, entrepreneurs, rich guys, and you need a better strategy. And unless you've nerded out, like no one has nerded out and focused on this stuff more than me. You will never meet a more mid average looking guy who disproportionately gets women that should, by the whatever laws of the universe, women that should be so laughably out of his league than me. It's actually ridiculous how quote unquote out of my league. I don't know if we showed B-roll. We can show it with some more editor. We can show some more B-roll real quick, just so the audience kind of knows what the fuck I'm talking about here. I mean, I do it to inspire. I've talked about in other videos. I won't get on another rant again, but I've talked about how, how much havoc that costs my life. Take me out of your videos. I know I gave my full permission. I know that I recorded a selfie video of me holding up my face and ID and gave full permission for to use me in the videos. But now I want it all taken down and I'm going to sue you. Ridiculous. Um, so yeah, I mean, look, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you invest in another dating coach. I don't care if you come and just get my like. I'll be honest, right? Let me be honest here. Let me talk myself out of some money here. Let me make myself more poor and more broke. In the description of this video, I have a free Skool Community. Skool. There's a link in there you can join. Requires manual approval. I usually delay no more than an hour. Sorry, no more than a day. No more than 24 hours to get you in the course and in the community. You join my community, you click Classroom, there's a free course called, Modern Dating Essentials. There's Modern Dating Mastery, which is a paid version. If you go to the free one, I'll be perfectly honest. Just with the free content there, you can get all the results that you could ever get with women for free. Now, if you pay me, if you get my full course, if you get my coaching program, whatever, there's no subscriptions to it. People just invest one time and I give free coaching for life. At least that's the offer for now. I may do, hey, the coaching expires after, 6 months, a year in the future. For now, I just do lifetime coaching. You can just watch the free stuff though, probably spend about 30 to 60 hours of trial and error, kind of getting this stuff right, and then be good to go. Or you can pay me and I'll set up the whole profile for you. I'll set up the whole virtual assistant for you. I'll set everything up for you. I'll coach you. I'll, tell you exactly what you're saying wrong in your conversations. I'll give you a full copy and paste text funnel. I'll do literally everything for you and save you the 30 to 60 hours. So if you're rich and you want to spend a good amount of cash to save 30 to 60 hours, I can do it for you. Put the whole plan in action for you. I'm helping this guy. You're going to see the result. Well, I can't show it, but this guy's going to get an amazing girlfriend because of the strategies, the online dating versions of the upgraded strategies of, screening girls and this and that, multiple Instagram accounts, strategies for doing better and staying at the top of the list on dating apps, etc. This guy's going to get great results, right? But if you're a brokey and you just want to do this shit for free, and you can sacrifice 30 to 60 hours to learn this stuff and kind of step on the landmines your own, just going off of the free content, which reveals most of it. But obviously, I gatekeep a few things for myself. Obviously, I got to make the paid course better than the free course. But if you just want to do the free shit and you got 30 to 60 hours over the, like, if you put 4 or 5 hours into this, a week, and in a few weeks, you'll have put in your 30 to 60 hours. You don't need to pay me. You sacrifice time to save money. And you don't have to pay me shit. It's all there for free. Well, 90% of it anyway. But for the guys who want, the extra stuff, and again, listen, or don't pay me at all. Like I don't care. Like I don't care if you want to date like a war pig or a swamp monster. I don't care if you think you know everything. I don't care if you think that this guy can't help you. I don't care if you think that all the receipts and the girls are paid actresses. I don't care if you think this story about a Brazilian influencer who struggled in Florianopolis is fake. I don't care. Do it or don't do it, but I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna be ultimately happy in life if you're with a subpar life partner. We have this group chat where we'll post, like, girls that we bang and stuff like that in it, and we have one guy who will just post these, again, war pigs, ham beasts, swamp monsters, fucking zombies in the group chat. It's just kinda awkward because, like, we'll all be posting, like, hot girls in there. If we ever banged, like, a fatty when we were drunk, we won't share that in the group chat. And we all just kinda, like, we don't, like, talk shit. We all just kinda, like, we talk about him behind his back. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to show up to a social function and you're dating a fucking four. Like, it's embarrassing to go to Brazil for the purposes of dating and you chose the wrong city. You have shit social media. You have no idea what you're doing. You didn't learn the language and you come out of Brazil, like, dating, like, a 5.5, and it's like, dude, you coulda just stayed in America if you wanted to date a 5.5, or maybe in America, all you could have gotten is like a 2. You're gonna get tired of smashing your girl. You're not gonna experience the full like, when you truly like, it just sucks that men are wired to be this superficial, but good luck feeling deeply in love with a girl you're not hyperly, uncomfortably, super sexually attracted to. I wish it was more like a Disney movie. I wish personality and charm of a girl and mental connection could turn us on the same way that presumably in a lot of cases it does for women. Like, looks matter a lot for women too, but let's be honest, it is more in the long term, the emotions and the experience you give your woman, and the masculine frame, her looking up to you as her protector, her provider, things like that, that ultimately is gonna keep her attracted to you long term. Your behaviors, who you are as a person, what you provide. Looks definitely matter quite a bit, but going back to us as men, it just sucks that, like, beauty is so attached to our capacity to, like, wanna love and protect a girl. Now, I think, if you date a girl for 10 years, you're 32, you meet her when she's 21, she's hot until she's 36, you got 15 years of, good mileage out of her before she starts to, deteriorate, you got kids out of her and stuff. I think you're always gonna like, the love of, like, a 15-year relationship is always gonna carry you over. Look, maybe you'll wanna, like, smash, other girls on the side. If you take care of her and treat her well and, pay for everything and support her, she'll probably be cool with it. She'll probably just understand, like, any guy at this level of status and income is gonna cheat anyway. At least I kinda know about it. And, whether there's some rules like, hey, he's not to date the girls for long periods of time, always wear a condom, never have them sleep over, never take them on vacations, etc. Those are rules of the guidelines that I had with my girls when I did the one-sided open relationship. But I could see the love lasting forever with that girl. You're not gonna get, like, tired of that girl, wanna divorce her. Or fuck, maybe you would. I don't know. But probably I could see, like, the true love and at least some level of physical attraction, after 15 years, just, because you raised kids together and stuff, and it's just gonna, carry over. But especially in the short term, bro, like, if you're dating mid chicks, you're gonna get tired of banging them. They're gonna annoy you more. You're gonna be like, "Why does this girl piss me off? Like, why do I just get like, why do we get bored of hanging out with her?" It's because she's mid, bro. It's because 'cause you're not fucking attracted to her, dog. Like, it is what it is. You gotta get hot bitches, and, like, again, the whole point of this video is, like, if fitness Chad influencer guy is struggling because he picked the wrong city, he didn't have the best strategy, and just because things that aren't his fault, women becoming, more prostituted, women becoming, sex workers these days, especially in the wrong cities, but just globally, like, that overall is the main problem. If you're one of these higher level guys and you know it, and you're not getting the girls you want, it's for many reasons, environment, stuff, location, but it's because pay for play culture is so high. And the amount of options, like, more and more, there's, like, more and more girls are getting tattoos, more and more girls are getting piercings, more and more girls are getting, infected by feminism, more and more girls are getting infected by woke culture, more and more girls are being promiscuous, more and more girls are getting sugar daddies, more and more girls are just generalized, like, not liking men and stuff like that. So the window of time, unfortunately, is kinda closing. More and more passport bros are blowing up these, like, good dating markets, so I don't wanna give away the best dating markets where you can take a beauty pageant winner out for a cheeseburger and, enjoy, cardio with her all night, on, like, the first or second date. I don't wanna give away those cities anymore because I don't want you guys messing them up. It's one thing if you pay me, but, like, to give away for free anymore? Come on, man, like, Redbeard Ranch is a business. If you accuse me, by the way, of, like, "Yeah, this guy is," just see how much value I have in my free course. Like, just do it. Just, like, watch how much I give away in my free course. You'd be like, "How does this guy make any money?" You'll be thinking, like, "How the fuck does this guy make any money?" Like, if I just took the 2 seconds to join his Skool Community, type my email in, and I, like, join his community, the, like, 5-second sign-up process of typing your, if you just did it and watched the courses, you'd be like, "How the hell is this guy gonna make money?" So, just in closing, remember, I struggle, Chad influencer, Portuguese influencer guy struggles, a lot of my other good-looking friends struggle. If we're struggling, what odds do you have of having any success? And if you're not making this at the forefront of your opportunity, like, oh yeah, like, the majority of your problem-solving brain is going to this, and look, for a period of time, don't ignore your business and stuff. I think I made that clear. Um, that's your best chance of success, is focus on this, make this the forefront of your strategy, get the photos, get the strategy, get the automation, go through my free stuff or pay me, whichever route you want to go, depending on what's more important to you. Time, or, do you want to waste time to save money, or do you want to spend some money to save time, depending on what you want, but take some action. And if you enjoyed this and you want more entertaining rants peppered in with very, very useful advice on dating, going abroad, all my travel stories and stuff, what it's like to date in Africa, what it's like to date in the Amazon, all this different stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.